Now. Oh God, I just started the recording.
Oh
no, guys, you're all
Bobby,
on recording.
what have you done?
Why are we recording?
We're on recording?
Yeah, right now.
Wow, we're recording, so I guess it's time to start. Everyone's talking about our deepest, darkest secrets.
Shut up.
Let's start the orgy, guys.
So,
wow.
is this where we start talking about Madden Town?
I'm not even joking. I literally just started the recording. Alright, cool. So, guess what? Not only is my boy, my son, my child, LemmonQuest bot, LQ bot for short, not only is it recording our audio, it's also recording video. Because it's, I mean, he's just so good at his job.
Fantastic.
I know, it's amazing. It's
Are
almost...
you streaming?
Yep, go to my Patreon, donate, get into my subscriber Discord.
So, Bobby, when is this going on iTunes podcasts?
You think we can get a license for that?
It
costs like $7.
Listen, if we just do the thing and then divide the money by however many people are per episode, we're good.
Alright, there we go. Well, oh yeah, we have a sponsor this time. We've got a sponsor. We are being sponsored by Limoncello by Danny DeVito. One of the greatest alcoholic beverages ever.
Speaking of beverages, can we get sponsored by Arizona?
Okay,
shut up,
so
they're a competitor.
All right.
I can't even say them, okay?
Here's the thing. Technically,
I want
it's within
the state.
my power.
What the fuck are you talking about? I always want the full state of Arizona to support us.
Oh, yeah, no, they're a competitor too, because they're a red state.
Wait, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What's going on?
Wait, we're definitely not blue. Are we fucking blue scum?
Heroes.
Xanthas was getting arrested.
I have a meme for this. Everyone go into the Discord chat. Just click on it. Is the
bot recording the Discord or the
bot is Tony, the bot is recording everything. Okay. Yeah, there's
No, you know what this needs? This needs that video that I sent the last time I put in and It's Always Sunny thing where it had the police sirens going on over it.
Yeah, right.
I appreciate that.
Wait, I have to turn this off.
Okay.
The recording is gonna be like fucking just that music the entire over all of us talking if I don't turn that off. Okay, so when we last left our Intrepid Heroes, you had been paid. You've reached the town, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've been paid by Barthen's Provisions. It's the next day. You've already been there for a night. Been paid by Barthen. You have, and then as you were being paid, Detective Boy, Detective Sylvia entered and arrested Barthen. And then Xanthas tried to be smart and do a magic thing. Turned out he was getting arrested too. And that's going well.
Meanwhile, in my corner of the world, I solved my entire character's life problems in a single session.
That is true. You did do that, and you're no longer with them. You're with your contact.
Completely unaware to the bullshit that is happening.
So, here
so
I'm going to tell
I would like to introduce you to the word of duck.
All right, so I'm going to start from your perspective, Siegfried.
All right.
So finish up your conversation with your contact.
I did last time.
Yes. So you finish that up, and your contact leaves in a hurry, and he says, there's a crowd coming. And he just bolts away, and you turn around, and you see that there is a crowd coming, and they're all holding pitchforks and torches.
Oh my god, they're gonna lynch the man.
Maybe not. Who knows?
Hopefully.
So they are running in this. If you look at your map right now, they're running in the direction I just pinged towards this area.
This area right here.
The one that I'm pinging.
Yeah, I see. Okay.
So
where am I right now?
You are
running closer
up here by the Shrine of Luck.
Okay. So
and we're like here.
Can I?
Yes.
Can I like?
Okay.
No. You guys are over at Barthen's Provisions. You're all the way up here.
I see.
So can I stop one of the people with the pitchforks and ask what the hell's going on?
Yeah. So yeah.
I do that.
So you do that pitchfork. So you stop an old looking dwarf.
Like a guy that I know that in case anything suddenly goes bad, I can take him in a fight.
Gotcha. Yeah, he's an old man.
Give me a frail, like, dementia-ridden old man.
Motherfucker, who's the DM, alright? He's an old man. I already said that. He's an old man, he's a dwarf.
I know, I'm joking.
Check it out. He says, Oh yes, we've found a couple more of those red band ruffians. They're taking them to court now. Trial in the south side of the city. Bring your pitchforks ready.
Trial in the south side of the city. Interesting.
And then he says, I gotta go. I might miss my first stabbing. And then he starts running off. He drops his pitchfork and he picks it up and starts running.
I think I'm gonna go follow the crowd. I want to go see what's going on.
So you follow the crowd. And so you follow the crowd, right? And you when you get there, you see what appears to be a makeshift courtroom. There's a big old, bar where there's an old-looking man who appears to be the judge.
And this is all like here, right?
Yeah, actually, it's here.
Oh, okay.
Look on your screen. And
well, so this is a very intricate courtroom.
I'll be over here.
Very real.
So, yes, and you see Xanthas and Barthen, who actually doesn't have a thing. I don't know why they didn't give him one, but they didn't.
I feel like
he's next to Xanthas.
Well, I feel like we missed an opportunity to have Judge Judy as the judge there.
Oh, Tony.
No, in reality...
I picked these stock images very carefully.
Listen, in reality, we're actually in the People's Court right now. Bum.
Alright, cool. So, yeah, you see this. You see a young-looking woman on the prosecutor's table, and you see your buddy Xanthas, and next to him, Barthen, and there's a couple of guards surrounding them. And on the witnesses stand, you see a man you don't recognize. Actually, you slipped out when he was doing the arresting, right?
Yes.
So yes, you recognize this as
no. My apologies. I slipped out beforehand.
But did you? I'll say you caught a glimpse of the detective as he was entering. This is the detective Sylvia from earlier.
All right. I probably wouldn't know the name, but that's beside the point.
So the judge, all the people in the crowd, they are in the south area. They're all like hanging out. There's a lot of them, at least 100. And the prosecutor sits alone on her side of the desk, and Xanthas and Barthen also stand alone, but with the company of a few ferocious-looking guards who have their spears aimed directly at their necks, inches away from their carotid artery.
I feel like this is a charged guilty before proven innocent sort of place.
Well, that's interesting. Maybe you'd like to speak up about that, seeing as you're a paladin, you're very invested in a just society.
Am I there?
Yeah, you followed him.
Yeah. Oh. Listen, I'm the exception here.
Yeah, everyone put yourself on the board.
I'm the exception here. I'm not exactly what you as a
character.
You don't have a character.
Oh yeah, she was never here for one of the online ones.
We're never here for one of the online things.
Wait, does Xanthas have a defense?
No, I brought.
Check it out. You have a character. You're Blue Man.
I am my own defense.
Oh, it's not like I was thinking, hey, maybe I'll give him one, but no, you just you make Blue Man.
Yep. It's
Do you want to get
chosen?
No, I'm my own defense. I don't need help.
When you say this, Barthen turns to you and he says, "I don't think that's wise, friend. We're in deep trouble."
Trust me, I got this.
I don't know, man.
I am a man of the law.
Do you?
I can
Trust me, I'm a magical man.
Okay, it was your magic that got you in this place.
And it'll be my magic that gets us out.
Listen to the paladin, boy. The paladin speaks the truth, boy. Listen to him.
Yeah, well, can paladins do this? And then I wiggle my fingers, and make lights come out of my fingers, but it's just a cantrip of light.
I gotcha. So,
actually, hold on. Do I also have the ability to do that? Because if I do, I will.
Is it on your character sheet?
Let me.
Right, I should pull up my character sheet.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. How about everyone do that?
I actually pulled mine up ahead of time, guys.
God bless you, Siobhan. You get a gold star for the day.
Yay! Does that mean I also get an actual character if I send you him?
Yeah. Yes, that's your reward.
Where do you want me to send it?
You gotta.
Okay.
You can.
I have a thing. I don't know how to use Roll20 at all.
Just send it to me. Just send the image
to
me on
DM.
Send me over Discord.
Send a picture over Discord. That's all you need to do.
You just do that. Right?
That's what I'm gonna do. Thank you.
Just do it. Okay.
Okay, I have no ability to conjure a light, but I want to wiggle my fingers as well.
Done. You've just wiggled your fingers. So Barthen looks past Xanthas at you, and he says, "Do you think you could represent me?"
I don't know, but I'll give it a shot. Let's see what happens.
God bless you, man. And then he gives you a firm nod. So now there's a Siobhan? Absolutely not. So,
what happened?
Judge bangs his gavel on the desk. He says, "Order! Order in my court! Judge MacDonald presiding. I will now determine the guilt of these two men. They are charged with murder in the first degree and conspiracy against Phandalin with the Red Brand menace. Prosecution, please present your arguments." So then everyone goes silent in the crowd. Complete silence. And the prosecutor woman stands up from her desk and she clutches a bunch of papers and she sorts them. And she says, "Of course, Your Honor. I call to the stand Detective Sylvia." And then the detective, who was sort of looking at the ground, he was looking in space, he was very bewildered. He didn't really know what was happening. The guy doesn't seem too bright. He sort of stands at attention, puts his hand to his head, says, "Yes, ma'am, of course." And then the prosecutor, she moves over to him, in front of him, and starts asking him questions. And she says, "Mr. Sylvia, where were you at 0300 hours last night?" And the detective says, "Well, I was making my evening stroll around the city, checking for criminals."
Just a side question. This is the same day, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Very interesting. Now tell me, what did you see on this patrol? "I saw a dead body." And then there's an audible gasp from the audience. She says, "Fascinating. I'd like to enter into evidence Article 1, the body." And then, these sort of cadets wheel out a corpse of an old man onto the middle of the courtroom floor, which is just grass, and they just dump him there. So she steps aside, she points to him.
She thinks they have a little bit more, class about it.
And so the guy who you're talking to in the crowd says, "This is how we've always done things. It's cheap and effective. We don't have a very big budget for justice."
Wait, are you talking to me?
Yeah, you just said that. You're in the crowd.
I muttered that to myself.
Oh, okay, cool. So she points at the body and says, "This is old man Mael Jenkins, and he was alive and well yesterday. We have many witnesses tying him to his shop, tending the farms, for all day, and yet he was found dead in a dark alley at 3 a.m. And then someone from the crowd goes, "Lynch him! Lynch him!" And then the judge bangs his gavel on the desk and says, "Order in my court! The prosecution will proceed with their arguments." "Yes, Your Honor. Now, did you see anything else, Detective Sylvia?" "Of course I did. If I hadn't seen anything else, why would I have arrested that man?" "What did you see exactly, Detective?" "I saw that man! Straight up! Looming over the body. And then he dropped his handkerchief and ran. That's what I saw." "Very interesting. Now, I'd like to enter into evidence Article 2, the handkerchief." And then, these little cadets, bring out, a red, laced handkerchief with, the initials EB on them. And, the prosecution says, "This handkerchief belongs to Mr. Barthen, the defendant, and he was found running away and dropped it at the scene of the crime."
Objection. That does not necessarily imply that he is the person that had committed the crime, simply the first responder who had found it.
The judge says, "Sustained. The defense's argument is sound. Please, if you have any further evidence, present it now and stop wasting our time." The prosecution has a short smirk on her face. She says, "Of course, Your Honor. Detective, was the handkerchief the only thing you found at the scene of the crime?" "No, that wasn't it. There was also a knife." And there's an audible gasp in the crowd again. "A knife, you say? Shall we present it to the court?" And then she says, "I'd like to enter into evidence Article 3, the knife." And then he's like,
Bobby, may I interrupt you for just a moment?
"Oof, you better make it good."
While this is going on, I think I have a solution here.
Yeah, what's that?
Okay, so I'm gonna find that same old man again.
Which the same? Okay, the dwarf boy. Okay.
Yeah, the one that's in the one that was in the crowd. That's like in the crowd now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use the what's the name of that like relic, the contract thing that I had on me?
Oh, the hilarious love note.
Yes, I'm gonna write the command to say that it was me. I'm the one who did it, and show it to him.
All right. Now there's an idea.
To proclaim it loudly and start running away.
Okay.
We're not going to stop you.
Hold on.
No, you can't. I'm not. You don't see me do this.
Yeah, you're not even next to him. I gotta take care of something. I gotta get my
courtroom. I
can't
dice for this.
Actually, yeah. Like, what? Would that be a roll?
That is a roll. Now, what are you gonna write it in?
What?
What are you gonna write it in? What language?
Common.
Do you have a pen?
Me?
Yep. You gotta have a pen. Oh, well.
Oh wait. I thought you meant in real life.
No, in the game.
Okay.
Check your inventory.
I think it came with a pen, no?
Nope.
No?
Did not.
Handle lantern.
Okay.
Specific
Put your hand with a sharp object and write with your blood.
That's just nonsensical.
Okay, look, I have an idea.
What's your idea?
I have oil.
No.
And I have thieves' tools. I want to make a makeshift pen.
You have oil and what?
And thieves' tools, and I'm sure there's something that could work as a makeshift pen.
You're gonna write on this piece of paper with oil. I'm gonna give you one chance to back out of this before you ruin the item.
Fine, I back out of that. God,
you gotta have a pen. You can't write on something without a pen, my dude.
No, wait, I do.
Oh, wait.
I have a wait.
Siobhan has a pen.
Yeah, but she doesn't know this is happening.
Wait,
could you then just find Siobhan first?
You must find Romeo.
Wait, what the hell? Wait, hold on. What is a hem pen?
That's a pen.
Oh.
That's a pen.
Okay, I didn't notice it. I didn't notice it because it was next to my rope, and I didn't notice.
What, you mean a hempen rope?
Oh,
a hempen rope. Yeah, no, that's just a name. That's a kind of rope. Yeah, you don't have a pen.
Damn it.
All right.
I'm sorry.
So the trial continues. Prosecutor says this knife is none other than Mr. Barthen's, and then she holds up the knife, and you can see that the same initials EB are written on it. And the detective says, "Yep, that's right. That's Mr. Barthen's knife if I've ever seen it."
Bobby, I'm dumb. I have a forgery kit.
That comes with a pen. Yep, go for it.
I do that.
Okay, so you write. What do you write exactly?
Say that you're guilty and run around.
Okay. Okay, so you show him the piece of paper, and a sort of glazed look comes over his eyes.
And then I immediately hide the contract thing again.
Cool. You hide it, and he starts running into the crowd, and he says, "I'm guilty! I'm guilty! I'm guilty!" And then the judge bangs his gavel, and he says, "Order in the court! Remove this man! He's causing a disturbance!" And the two guards pick him up, and he starts screaming, "I'm guilty! I'm guilty!" And they just haul him off.
Well, it was worth a shot.
So, continue with your argument, Miss H.
Wait, one question real quick.
Yeah.
Are there any trees where I can get like a higher ground, like a better view?
It's an open field. Open field.
Not even like a single tree?
Nope.
Damn it.
Completely open field. So, then the prosecution says, turns to Barthen, and she says, answer me one question. Is this your knife? Barthen sort of looks around sheepishly, and he bows his head, and he says, yes, it's mine. There's an audible gasp from the crowd, and then...
Hold it!
Okay.
Just because it's the man's knife, and it was found on the scene of the crime, does not imply it's linked to the murder. How did the man die?
Overruled, young man. This evidence is sufficient for me. I have no reason not to believe that this man's knife and this witness who places him at the scene of the crime are not sufficient evidence.
Is the knife bloodied, though?
Okay, so the detective says, it was bloodied when we found it. Had to clean it off, though. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see the initials. If you look closely, you'll see there's bits of blood on the other edge of the knife. You look, the prosecutor shows it up. She says, see, right here, you can see that there's very clear bits of blood. We've also determined that the blood was dried at the same time that would place it to be Old Man Jenkins' blood.
And the man has stab wounds, I presume.
Of course he does. Stab wounds in a very place that, well, the knife was found in him. So yes, of course he does have stab wounds. Judge, now would be a good time to render a verdict. And the judge, who's sort of staring off into space for a minute, says, of course. I believe I've heard enough. Although, by law, I have to give the defense the right to make another argument. I will have you know that I am ready to render a verdict, so tread carefully.
Hold on. I have something for this.
The defense may speak.
I want to turn to both of my defendants.
Fuck you! You're not my defendant.
Tony.
Yes.
I'm gonna ask you respectfully to turn the music off. You'll see why.
All right, fair enough.
It will all make sense. So go ahead, say your piece.
Honestly, your case is not looking too strong right now. Is there anything you need to tell me right this moment?
So he sort of looks away and he says, I'm doomed.
Tell me something that's not so objectionable.
There's nothing. They have me tied down. I'm innocent. But
so you didn't do it?
Of course I didn't.
Okay.
I'm not a murderer.
So then how can we prove that you didn't?
Oh! I just thought of something! I just thought of something!
What? Hurry!
So, clearly... So they said you were at the scene of the crime, but you weren't, right?
Yes.
So there must have been someone in your store at the time that must have seen you!
It was 3 a.m.
Why wouldn't someone be at your store?
Because
I go to stores at 3 a.m.
We close at midnight.
Do you have a wife?
No.
Anyone who could account for you?
My sister is out of town.
Can I look at his stature?
Yeah?
So how is he built?
He's pretty big guy. He's like 5'10", and he's fairly muscular. Probably from lifting a lot of goods and stuff.
Maybe we can get an autopsy report or something.
What the fuck is an autopsy report?
Oh yeah. Oh sorry, my eyes just gave me brain contusions. Ugh.
What else is new?
Alright, the defense does not have an argument. I will be forced to render a verdict.
I want to cross-examine the evidence being given.
Very well.
Okay.
That's probably a good idea.
So I want the detective to take the stand.
Oh wait, Tony. Let me try to investigate these things. Can I make an investigation check on the evidence?
Yes, you may. As you do this, the guard who's standing next to you says, "Don't try anything funny."
Yeah, whatever. 16.
Not bad. So, what are you going to look at specifically?
I'm going to look at. So, what is laid before me in the evidence? Just for me to know.
There's the body of Old Man Jenkins.
The body.
There's very clearly a stab wound that still has dried blood on it in the center of his body, right below where his ribs would be.
Okay.
That is the only thing that looks out of sorts with him. Other than that, he seems like he was in pretty decent health for someone of his age, although he was very old. You see the handkerchief, which Barton has already admitted is his, and it is covered in little bits of blood that stick out as you look closer. The handkerchief is red, but you can see that there is a distinct blood stain. Yeah. It's a different shade. Then you see the knife, which has the initials EB that he has already admitted are his on one side of the blade, and on the other side of the blade there is bits of blood. And they appear to be dried the same way that they are on the handkerchief and on the body. So what I'm telling you is nothing looks out of the ordinary.
Is there anyone who could possibly want this guy dead? So much so to impersonate him and then murder someone in his stead.
Are you asking?
Yes.
You're asking the judge, the prosecutor? Oh, the detective?
Yeah, no, I'm asking the defendant.
Okay, he says, I've never angered anyone in my life. I've always tried to have good business practices. This is the work of the damn Red Brands, I know it. I wasn't giving them breaks when they tried to shake me down for money. This is my comeuppance. There's nothing we can do. They've rigged the evidence so that, no matter what way you look at it, I'm guilty.
Rigged the evidence, you say?
Well, obviously, I'm not the one who committed the crime.
So what were you doing outside?
I wasn't. I was at home, asleep.
So that wasn't you?
So now he lowers his voice and he starts to speak to you in a light whisper. He says, look, the Red Brands, they're not just your ordinary thugs. They have magic.
Oh, holy shit!
Yes, my best guess is that they used some kind of spell to disguise someone as me, to place me at the scene of the crime. However, it's impossible to prove.
Is it?
Yes.
Can you try and go back to the area and detect magic, see if it was used recently?
I don't know enough about magic.
We might have a plan.
So Xanthas, right? You know about this stuff?
Yeah.
So turns out, that's not possible.
What?
Because the spell was used 12 hours ago.
Oh.
So you can't detect if there was a spell used. So you should probably say that now, before it starts to get hopeful.
Yeah, how long was the spell used before? Wait, how long has it been?
12 hours?
Yeah, we seem to be screwed.
The defense, you are testing my patience.
Question.
Yeah.
Does the judge have any sort of papers on his desk?
No.
What?
Nope, desk's completely empty. Actually, now looking at that, it does seem a bit strange. All of the desks are empty. There's nothing on them.
No.
Hey, can I detect magic right now?
Wait, I have an idea.
Oh, yeah, actually, okay. Cast Detect Magic. I want you to roll a d20, though.
Alright. Detect magic! Do I add my intelligence modifier or just...
Yes, add your intelligence and proficiency.
Oh, okay, shit. That's +5 then. Oh, that's 13.
So, you attempt to detect magic. And at first, you detect absolutely nothing. But then there's a faint glimmer of something. Something that it appears to be far away, towards the north, towards the center of town. And you have no idea what kind of spell it is, and judging by its force, it could just be a simple t-shirt by a street performer. You have no idea. But you do detect that there is some kind of magical disturbance. As you realize this, the judge bangs his gavel on the desk and he says, "The defense has no further arguments. I am prepared to render a verdict."
Well,
Judge, I think we might have a lead.
Overruled. You are wasting our time, outsider. I render the defendants.
Wait.
I want to roll for intimidation.
And then as this happens, right before he's about to bang his gavel on the table, you hear, objection! And then out of absolutely nowhere, a strange man in a yellow suit appears and runs onto the scene. If I can drag his image onto the board, BAM! He's there in a bright yellow suit and a white top hat. And there's an audible gasp from the crowd. And then you hear murmurings. Is that? No, it couldn't be. He's been gone. He's been missing. I don't understand. Now, the prosecutor looks in awe at this man and steps back and she says, impossible. But you're... Ha ha ha! I'm back, Carolyn! And then the judge says, E-girl, you're back, but you've been gone for so long. You left us. And then Barthen looks at him and he says, this is impossible. That man's been gone for 10 years. And then there's like a beat as this man approaches and he looks dead in the eyes at both of them, at both of the detective and prosecutor. And he says, Your Honor, I'd like to step in on behalf of these two men. The judge says, but E-girl, you've never lost a case in your life, and these two men are clearly guilty. What are you doing? And E-girl, he crosses his arms and lets out a hearty laugh. You've been fooled, Your Honor. These two men are not guilty. They, and then he slams his fists on your desk, are innocent. And then there's an audible gasp. And then you hear,
he's got an ugly suit.
Objection! And the prosecutor says, that's ridiculous. E-girl, you know as well as I do that the evidence is completely sound. There's no way that these two men are innocent of conspiracy with the Red Brands. He says, well then, I think you haven't been paying as much attention as I have. Then he starts to take off his suit, and when he does, you can see that he's under his yellow suit. He's wearing a yellow T-shirt with a sleeveless shirt, and there's feathers attached to his arms. And at this point, you recognize that he is a birdman. He is of the race of birdmen.
You mean the Arakoras or whatever?
The Arakoras. He is one of them, and he says, I've been watching this town for the past 10 days and seeing everything that's happened. You could say that I have a bird's eye view of the situation.
You motherfucker.
Everyone gasps.
Siegfried audibly boos.
So, you're the only one. Everyone else is in awe.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Magic Missile on myself.
Nice. You can't do that. That's not possible. Anyways, so the judge says, Mr. Damon, if you have an argument, I'd like you to present it now. Very well, Your Honor, I shall, and I will prove that these two men are completely innocent of all crimes. And
you have got to be kidding me.
He takes a step, right? He takes a step back, and he starts pacing, and he says, now, detective, you are the sole witness in this case, are you not? And the detective says, yeah, that's right. Of course I am. I saw them. I saw him murder Old Man Jenkins. He says, well, that may be true, but I don't believe it. And then the prosecutor says, objection!
I cast wish and hope that to God that somebody comes with me Christ for help.
God bless.
I didn't hear a word.
I didn't hear what he said either. She says, objection! Right? Detective Sylvia is one of our most trusted citizens. He's never lied a day in his life. Are you truly alleging that he's lied about this case? Then E-girl closes his hands and his feathers ruffle in the wind and he laughs. Of course not. I'm not alleging that Detective Pepe Sylvia is a liar. I'm alleging, he slams his hands on the desk, that there is no Pepe Sylvia! The man does not exist! And then there's an audible gasp from the crowd.
I actually think you're a fucking idiot.
Oh my god! This is impossible. The prosecutor says, objection! This is not I'm baffled! He's standing there right before us! How can you claim that he doesn't exist? Then he crosses his hands yet again and laughs, and he says, oh, trust me, I can prove it. Then he turns to you, and he says, Wizard, do you have the ability to cast Mage Hand?
I can do that.
Excellent. I'd like you to cast that spell and direct it at the detective.
Alright. Mage Hand, go!
So you do that, and your ghostly Mage Hand runs out to the detective, and it touches him, and as soon as it does, he disappears into a puff of sparkles. And then
killed him! Oh god!
And then he disappears completely. And then E-Girl says, see? There is no Pepe Sylvia. Therefore, the witness's testimony, he slams his hands on the desk, is not valid because there is no witness. Then there's like a lull and everyone's like, my god, he's right. What if they are innocent? And the crowd's starting to become in your favor. And then you hear, objection! And then the woman says, who cares if the witness isn't real? They're not only accused of...
Who cares if the witness isn't real?
But they're also accused of conspiring with the Red Brands, the knife, and the handkerchief prove this. You can't disprove that. That's irrelevant. And then the judge says, she makes a compelling case, girl. I'm afraid I'll be forced to render a guilty verdict anyways, unless you have a way out of this one too. Crosses his hands for yet a fifth time and laughs, and he says, of course I have a way out of this. Carolyn Acher, one of our most respected prosecutors for over 15 years. But what if I told you that there is no Carolyn Acher?
You know what? I'm shooting her with my arrow.
Mage Hand!
No.
Mage Hand!
Oh, goddamn it.
Mage Hand goes straight over to her, and she disappears in a puff of smoke, and she's gone. And the crowd starts going wild and cheering, yes, Damon, our hero of justice! And then the judge is completely stunned, and he says, this is impossible. I can't believe it. And then E-Girl says, you better believe it, Judge. Now, Judge McDonald, there's one final thing I'd like to clear up.
I'm gonna have to stop you right now. I'm shooting the judge with my bow and arrow.
That is not a good idea.
To prove that he doesn't exist.
Cool. Roll for hit.
That's why I wanted to know if there was a, actually, you know what? No, I'm not dumb. I'm not doing that.
Good idea.
I changed my mind.
So,
I was considering it.
The judge says, what is it? Please tell me. He says, Judge McDonald, you're not even a judge. You're a blacksmith. Then the judge sort of stares into space, and then he like lifts up his gown, looks under it, and he says, my god, you're right! I'm not a judge! I've never been a judge in my entire life! I was raised a blacksmith! This is incredible! And then, what is the meaning of this? E-Girl, please tell me! And then he crosses his arms again and laughs and he says, it's simple. There's been a spell cast on this entire town! My god. But by whom? Who would do such a dastardly thing? It's simple, Your Honor. It was the Red Brands. Ba-na-na-na. And then at this point, the crowd starts going wild and screaming, yes! My god, he's done it! He's proven they're innocent! And then you guys, like, Barthen starts cheering too. He's like a little off-put by the situation, but he's like, okay, this is cool. He's
such an ugly suit.
Siegfried is just visibly confused.
So then
confused and slightly disappointed at this entire event.
So then E-Girl turns himself and faces the crowd, and he says, and for one final deduction, I deduce, and then he points at the crowd, that the 3 Red Brand grunts that are watching us right now are going to attack! And then, as soon as he says that, you hear from the crowd, alright boys, the jig is up! Let's get 'em! Roll for initiative.
All of us?
Yeah, everyone.
Alright, except me.
You're there. You're blue man.
You said I wasn't.
I said you weren't near Siegfried. You're there. Okay. You're a blue man.
So I got 20.
God bless.
Keep in mind, like, are they focused on me? Like,
they don't know. They don't. They're focused on Damon.
4.
Nice.
God bless. Nice, dude.
And Marvin got a 12.
Technically a 14.
Oh.
I got a 16.
God damn you.
How do you roll for initiative? Is there a command for that?
No, you just do a dice roll.
Okay.
And the modifier, you just put your initiative.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because there's a little turn order thing. Okay, yeah, I'll just put you in. So you have a 20. Okay, you have a 12, you've got a 4, you've got a 16. Cool.
So is this turn order window, like, doing anything, or...?
I don't know. I don't know why not all of you are in there.
Can we get rid of it, or...?
Can.
Alright, cool.
How do you like that? So,
cool, I have more space to move around now.
Now, at this point, Damon goes first because he rolled a fucking nat 20 and he's a god. So he turns to you, and he turns to you, Xanthas, and he says, Wizard, I'm afraid that there's a spell that's being cast upon this entire town. Please, can you look into the recesses of your memory and attempt to detect it before we're all damaged by it?
I guess. I don't think I can do that, Bobby.
You can do that.
How?
Don't worry, you can do it. So, at this point, you start thinking really...
All you gotta do is believe.
You start thinking really hard. You're having a Jimmy Neutron-style brain blast. And
are you giving him plot powers?
So, no, I'm not. No, I'm not, dude. Trust me, this is an actual thing. So, you remember... You listen... You remember the symptoms that he described. Like, the town's been... There's been mass illusions. You think, what kind of spell could do that? Then you remember when you were in middle school and you were being bullied by all the Chads, and they used to call you a nickname, called you Brain Shock, because you were such a nerd. Then you went to your teacher, who was your only friend, and you asked him, what does Brain Shock mean? And the teacher told you that Brain Shock is an ancient spell that's forbidden because it can cause permanent damage to everyone in its vicinity. And then you were scared by it, and you started crying in class, and your teacher said, don't worry, there's a way to counter it. He reminds you, old spells like this are weak compared to newer spells, and are much easily countered. In fact, you could probably do it once per turn, with a spell slot per level of spell for 1 minute. So you get a feat.
I get a feat?
Yeah, it's called Counter Charm.
Shit.
So, it only works on illusion and alteration spells that affect multiple people, and you can, as a bonus action on your turn, concentrate and spend 1 spell slot to nullify the effects of any of those kinds of spells on 5 creatures of your choice for 1 minute per spell slot level. Got that?
So okay, 1 minute per spell slot level, concentrate for 1 spell slot. What does it do for alteration? Dispel?
And illusion. It nullifies the effects on 5 creatures of your choice.
Nullifies the effect of illusion and alteration? Or just illusion?
Just both.
Okay, there it is.
So there you go. Now it is, in fact, Girl's turn. So... Holy shit. Okay. So, as he crosses his arms and laughs, and he flaps off, and, like, darts straight at this ruffian and scratches him with his bird claws. And he does a total of... Holy shit, he does 9 damage. That's kind of impressive. And now it is your turn, Siegfried.
Alright, so... This guy doesn't see me, right?
No, none of them see you. The crowd by this point they've all fled. The judge has fled. It's just you and E-Girl, Damon. And they are not focused on you. They're focused on the people at the defense and on E-Girl.
Alright, so... I think I'm gonna sneak attack this guy. I at least want to keep one of them alive, but I have since we have 3 alive so far, I see no problem with just like trying to kill this guy.
Roll for advantage. With advantage, sorry.
Roll with advantage?
Yes.
Alright, and by the way, I'm gonna use the dagger and I'm gonna try to go like straight for the neck.
Do it.
Alright, roll with advantage. That is d20 plus 5. Okay, you know, I don't
Holy shit.
I'm not even gonna take the second roll.
Yeah, don't bother. Roll for damage.
That is 1d4 plus 3. But wait, because sneak attack, an extra 2d6.
Holy shit, you're gonna kill him. I think you're gonna kill him.
Alright, so I'm gonna do the 1d4 first, alright?
Yeah.
Question, is the nat 20 crit bonus, like...
I will calculate. I will calculate.
Okay, thank you. Alright, so that is...
Oh my fucking god.
Okay, hold on, that's the d4. Hold on, let me get the 2d6 real quick. 2d6, is that plus anything?
No, I don't think it is for sneak attack.
Nope, I was just checking.
Yeah. Okay, so
I move over here, by the way.
So you move behind him and you just slit his throat completely in one fell swoop, and he falls to the ground dead, like overkilled. Like the man is fucking destroyed.
Like, and keep in mind, I did that stealthily.
Yeah, and they still don't know where you are. Like he just falls to the ground quietly, and you do like a CQC.
Is this Skyrim or D&D? What the fuck?
Look, this is what we call lethality.
Yeah, there you go, dude.
And
it's overkill.
I'm gonna use my cunning action to sort of sneak on by over here.
I'm gonna say this, with the crit, you did more than twice his max health.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that was impressive.
Alright, but yeah, I use my cunning action to get over here.
Acceptable. Roll for stealth, actually.
Roll for stealth?
He'd probably see you if you don't make a good roll.
Alright, that's a d20 plus 7, so...
Unless you get, like, a 2. Probably fine. Yep.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Does not notice you. So, Marvin? Romeo.
I somehow conjure smoke to make myself invisible.
So, make sure I have it correct. The little circle assholes are the ones we're attacking?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, if I may ask, like as a player, leave the guy I'm dealing with, alone, because I want to leave him alive.
Yeah, no, I planned on that. So,
right.
I'm gonna go for the one who's standing next to Mr. Banana Suit Man.
Understood.
And I'm gonna go at him with my sickle.
God bless.
So I gotta roll.
We also have to...
You have to move.
I have to.
I don't know how to move.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
I'm a baby on D20. I don't know how this works.
You're going to go defend the man in the hat?
You are like a baby. Watch this.
Yes. Watch me roll to try and hurt someone with a sickle. You know, just Grim Reaper style. What does that do?
Degree. Said SUCC.
I don't think that hits.
I tried. That does not hit.
Okay, but I'm gonna use a bonus action. I'm gonna use one of my points of ki, because I'm a monk and all that shit.
Yep.
And use Flurry of Blows, so I get to make 2 unarmed attack strikes, which is fun.
Okay.
So basically, I have 2 more attacks, yay.
So, yeah, roll those. No, you don't roll for hitting those. You just,
You roll for hitting those.
You have to roll for hitting those.
Yes.
Both of them?
It's 2 unarmed attack strikes. It's like using 2 daggers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the first one hits.
That hits, so... Yay, now I get to roll... Oh, yeah, I get to go back and forth between selecting... Oh, these things. That does 5 damage. These things are weak, but it's something.
Yeah, so you hit him, 5 damage.
Suck.
I'm mad that Chris... I'm mad that he's missing the ultimate It's Always Sunny gag. But
yeah.
anyways. So, yeah,
his loss.
The second one sort of misses.
So you just punch him, like, straight in the face.
I just fucking punch
Like, you punch a couple of his teeth out.
No, the thing is that I missed with the sickle.
Yeah,
But
roll for your second hit.
I did.
Oh, And you failed. Oh my god. Okay,
Wow.
fail. So, and then...
Punched him so well
I mean,
first
I'll
time.
try again.
Have you ever seen that? You know that? Remember that scene from The Incredibles where Dash is like on like the weird flying saucer thing, and he starts punching the bad guy, and then he punches him one last time, and then he punches him back.
Yeah.
That's what happens to you.
Oh.
You get punched back. You get overconfident. You get punched back. He rebounds, dodges your second hit, and then just strikes you in the face for 3 damage.
Oh, that's...
Because you weren't expecting it, you fall over 5 feet away.
I'm prone?
No, you're not prone. You're not prone. You're fine.
Oh, okay. I thought I was prone. I'm like, is this because I'm short?
Oh, okay.
I can guarantee you that's not how it works.
Yeah, and these guys are not very tall either, by the way.
Is this because I'm made of... I'm a stone... I'm a rock gnome.
Yeah, Marvin.
Okay. I'm going to... Can I? Me jumping over the table here isn't, like, an action, is it? Because I want to do it as a stylistic thing.
It's
more
not a
than
very
anything else.
tall table.
I wanna run right over the table, leap right at this dude, and take a swing at him with my axe.
Roll to hit. It's, like, not very tall. It comes up to, like, your waist. You can just step over it, really.
19.
Wow, roll for damage.
That's plus 3. Here we go. Bonk. Is that an 8? It's an 8. 8. Add 3 of that, it's 4 damage.
Okay, so you're stabbing him with spear?
No, I'm hitting with a war axe.
Okay, so you just cleave his fucking skull in, and, like, his head splits open and blood starts gushing out. He's dead. This is a dead man.
Dead man.
So now it's the ruffian's turn. This guy.
Who's all alone now?
He's all alone. He's gonna take advantage of what just happened to Romeo and try to fuck you up.
Oh, fuck.
He's within 5 feet.
And he completely misses.
Oh.
He just completely fucking misses. He tries to take a swing with the sword.
Wait, what do you got?
It doesn't matter, but he missed.
No,
but
it might matter.
I'll be right back in a second.
What's your AC?
11.
Oh, yeah. So he takes a second attack at you, and he does actually manage to hit with the second one.
Roll for disadvantage.
Ah, of course. Wow. Yeah, no, he still hits. Still hits. Let's see, how much is that? So... plus 3. Yeah, you take 6 damage, on top of the 3 you've already taken.
Alright.
You're fine. And that's the end of his turn. So now it goes back to Damon's turn.
Cool.
So he is...
I lost my turn, I guess.
Oh yeah, go. I forgot you rolled a 4, so yeah, just do it, whatever. Piece of shit.
Oh yeah, cool. So... do I know anything about the spell that's been happening?
Yes. You know what it's called.
Okay, do I know what it does?
Yes. So, it's centered, and it can be cast from 60 feet range, and it affects a 120-foot radius. And everyone who's in its affected radius has clouded judgment, so they are unable to make successful wisdom calls if they've been there long enough. They have shared illusions, and if they remain within the spell's influence for long enough, they can become permanently disabled.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Counter Charm on myself.
Yep.
And there's a guy near me, the other guy.
You can cast it on anyone within a 60-foot radius.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna cast it on Barthen.
You get 5.
Yeah, and other guy. Everyone else is fine.
Alright, cool. So, you can... that's a bonus action, but you can still...
Oh, I can still do something.
You can't break your concentration, though.
Oh. Shit, yeah, you're right. Then I can't... I mean, can I... That's concentration, right? Let me see, what else can I do? Yeah, I'll I'll cast chill touch on other guy.
Okay.
The one in front of me.
Sure. So does he have to make any throws for that?
Let me see. Nope. I just yeah. Just
So then
I think I have to roll the hit though.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm back.
Do
Yep.
that.
On hit. Yep. So whatever, +5. So up. 16 plus 5. I mean 11 plus 5.
Yeah, that is a hit.
All right. So that's just 1d8. That's a 1d8. That's a 6 a damage.
So yeah, you walk over to him. Bam.
I don't have to walk.
What?
Is it touch?
Yeah, it's chill touch.
Oh
right?
yeah, I don't have to touch him.
You don't?
No, it's 125 feet.
Shit, dude. Okay, you don't move. So you just hit him with the chill touch. He starts like little icicles form under his nose. He starts shivering, and yeah, a little blood starts coming out of the places where he gets frostbite. He takes 6 damage. You know, nice little 6 damage. It's Damon's turn. He flies over to this boy. Holy fucking shit!
Was that a nat 20?
Yeah. So he just like straight up grasps his neck with his claws, and then sucks, like starts bleeding him specifically until he is on the verge of death, but still not dead. So
yeah, seeing how close that guy is to death, I'm gonna say that's enough. I'm gonna walk up and just say that's enough. I think we've won.
So Damon lets him go, and he says, "Of course." And then steps.
Also, I can imagine that he has no idea, considering I was not in that scene.
No, he has no clue who you are. No, he has no clue.
That's fine.
So do whatever you want with him. He's just lying there. He's gasping for breath.
Before I do anything, I'm gonna turn to my party, who last I saw when everything was just dandy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get this out of the way right now. Remember, I forgot to give you guys XP for what happened last session.
Yes.
You all get 500 XP for that. And 400 XP for what just happened. So you get a total of 900 XP.
Alright, so 1950 plus 900?
Yes.
Alright, 2850. What's the level up thing?
Aren't you guys all level 3 already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then your XP totals should be at what they are for level 3.
Oh, I might just be dumb. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Just add what you have to... I don't know if that's even... Whatever. So, let's just continue with the encounter. We'll sort that out after the session.
Yeah.
Boring stuff. So, yes, he's lying there on the ground. He's afraid. He says, "Please, don't hurt me. I give up. I surrender."
Listen, you've caught me in a good mood right now, so you're going to give me some information, aren't you?
Of course. Of course. What do you want to know?
Let's start with a couple questions. Who do you work for?
I work for the Red Brands.
No fool. Name. Chop chop.
Roll for intimidation.
Intimidation. I have +3 in that. So...
Okay. So he says, I don't know him too well. I've never met him. He's a wizard.
Come on!
Glassstaff.
Glassstaff. And would this Glassstaff happen to be Black Spider?
Black Spider? How do you know who that is?
I'm the one asking the questions here. You know it's not polite to answer a question with a question. I say as I twirl the dagger in my hand.
Okay. He looks around and he sort of hides his head in shame and he says, "Glassstaff isn't the Black Spider. Black Spider's someone else."
Well, you're going to tell me that now.
I don't know.
Or perhaps I could slip and my poor little dagger could fall on your neck.
I don't know. I mean it. Nobody knows who the Black Spider is. All they do is hire us.
Where's your base of operations?
So he's very afraid. Clearly, he starts sweating, and he points to a person, points towards the city, and he says, "Under Tresendar Manor, You can get there through the basement.
Anything else we should know about? Number of guards, level of security.
I don't know, man.
Means of entry. I need information. What's your name?
I told you, enter through the basement of the manor.
What's your name?
Jerry.
Jerry. Do you like living, Jerry?
Yes. Well, I don't know. My life is pretty terrible.
Well,
I'm born into a poor family.
I don't care.
My parents were killed at a young age by orcs.
I slap him in the face.
I was an orphan. He slapped him. He starts crying. He starts sobbing. Okay.
Now, how much do you think your life is worth right now?
I don't know, man. Honestly, I'm going through a rough patch.
How much do you think you'll have to give that I don't end your life right now?
I don't know. I don't really have any money.
I know. Well, there's other ways you could pay aside from money. There's a little thing called information.
I've given you everything I know.
Well, there's just one issue.
What's that?
I have to pay a group back for getting blood on my dagger, and I stab him in the neck.
Yeah, and he just dies, falls to the ground dead.
So we all see that. Oh, do we see this happen?
Yeah, you're watching.
I'm just watching.
I look upon what's his name, Siegfried with disdain.
Cool. Nice. So now there's 3 dead guys.
You do that as I'm cleaning off my dagger.
So
Yeah.
at this point, Damon turns away from you, and he looks towards the skies, and he says, "Friends, today has been a good day for justice. You've done well. Now I must go. My people need me. I come from a far-off world. Another... hell. Your species hasn't discovered that yet. I'll be leaving now. Good luck, merry travelers." And then he takes flight into the sky, and he flies straight up into the sun. And he's gone. And
Yeah.
You think,
I'm gonna go.
You think, and as he does that, as soon as he's out, range, out of sight, out of sound, I just think out loud. You think Aracora tastes like chicken?
So, and then as you say that, you hear a caw caw. I heard that. And then he leaves.
It was just a thought.
Can I go try to bury those men that were just murdered?
Do you have a shovel?
Can I do it with my mage hand, actually? Yeah, can I do it with my mage hand?
Mage hand is an extension of your actual strength. It doesn't improve your strength.
Yeah, I'm not saying. I mean, I don't think it requires that much strength to shovel dirt.
I think what Costa's trying to say is he wants to dig a hole, but he doesn't want to get his hands dirty.
No, I get it. So you knock on the ground, see if it's loose, and it is pretty loose actually.
While he's digging this hole, I'm gonna search the body, see if there's anything valuable on them.
Cool, gotcha. So, I'm gonna pull this up. So you find you're searching all of them at once, basically. I'm just gonna
I'm just going from one to the other.
You find 5 gold pieces.
Taking that.
Yep. Okay. 9 steel arrows, which are just regular arrows, basically.
Since we're not really we aren't keeping track of ammo, so
I am. You aren't?
You specifically said we're not keeping track of ammo.
When? Did I say that?
Yeah, you said if they're basic arrows, we are not keeping track of them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. That's fair. Okay. Good point.
You said it would have been too much of a hassle, so.
Yeah, there are still a lot of people. It's a good point. Okay, yeah, you find... Let me see. 1 potion of minor healing on the guy that you killed instantly, so never really had a chance to use it.
Yeah, a little ironic.
And that's about it. You guys didn't really have much. They've got short swords. That's it.
Wait, I'm gonna inspect the bodies and see if there's like something like see if I can find like their red brands.
Well, they're all wearing red brand uniforms under their clothes. They have armbands.
Do any of them seem like they're our sizes?
Yes. In fact, the armbands could fit around anyone, basically.
Well, aside from the armbands, are there any other like distinct clothes about them?
None at all.
Oh, I'm gonna take the armbands.
Okay.
Just in case. How many were there? 3?
3.
All right.
Yeah. So
we don't need to bury them, right?
We could just leave.
you know, they're people, so I
We
don't
shall bury
want to
them
do
in the
that.
name of Duck.
I'll bury them just to bury them.
I shall bless them in the name of Duck.
I hate literally all of you.
Siobhan, I'm going to say this politely one time. Just, you know what you're doing, right?
I know what I'm playing.
I think she is absolutely 100% full aware of the action she's taking.
Understood. Okay. Well. Cool!
Are there short swords? Is there any short swords left?
Yeah, there's nothing happened to them. They're still there.
Yeah, I'll take one.
Take one? Cool. Get a short sword now. It's a regular short sword.
Yeah.
Completely standard. Nothing special about it at all. It's 1d6.
How much could you sell them for?
1d6 plus 2. Like a single piece. They're basically worthless.
They're plus my proficiency modifier, right? So it's +4.
That's correct, yeah, sorry.
1d6 plus 2.
And that's about it. So, at this point, everything in the city seems to go back to normal. So, at first you see one person sort of wandering through the fields, and then they wave to you, and then they just start doing their work in this field, as if nothing just happened. There's still pitchforks on the ground and lit torches. Luckily the grass is damp, otherwise it would catch fire. But this guy's just ignoring them. And then a few more people trickle in and start,
Just going about
their
their life.
They're just doing their thing, man.
So, at the expense of slightly metagaming for a second, can we use this downtime to fix up the experience thing?
Yes, we can.
Because I'm trying to look up when I'm.
You level up to level 4 at 2700.
We're not level 4 though. We're level 3.
Yeah, well,
So-
I'm trying to figure out what's the base amount of experience for level 3
Yes.
and just adding what I have.
So
on
the
top of that.
base amount of experience for level 3 is
900.
yes, 900. So you should.
So I'm at 37. So I'm at 3750 then. If it's
So
900.
so you were all at 3750 because none of you're all at 3750. And
If
you're
we're
all
all
level.
3750, then
And what's the thing for level 4?
It's 2700. You're level 4.
So
Oh, cool.
You actually should have been level 4 last session.
no, I was level 4 last session. That's why I was confused.
Oh, did you not level up? The rest of you?
You know what I think? You know what I think happened?
What happened?
We got confused with the experience again.
Yeah, it happens. It happens to the best
All
of
right,
us.
so for my hit die, I get 3 d8s. I believe that's how that works, right?
Yes.
a cantrip and another spell. Cool.
All right, so I'm
Well,
gonna
you
roll.
get 4 d8s now that you're level 4, right?
Oh, is that how that works? I
Pretty
was.
sure.
I'm so used to it being automatic that I don't exactly remember.
Yeah, I feel that.
Oh, sweet! Ability score improvement.
So 4 d8s.
Yeah, nice.
So I'm just gonna roll this in the chat. All right.
Yeah, just do it.
Oh no, not 15 d8s.
You know what, actually? I think we are going to stop here tonight. I know it's a little short, but we planned this
said it was
literally
short.
yesterday.
It's fine.
It's an hour. It's an hour session.
So I'm gonna put my 2 new experience things into dexterity. So that's +4. And Question: does my proficiency bonus go up when I'm at level 4?
I don't know.
No, it's at level 5.
It is
Okay.
at level 5. He is correct.
Okay, just checking. So now I need to make adjustments to every last one of my goddamn modifiers that involve dexterity. Da-da-da.
Okay.
So how have you all been?
Well, I've been good. So, yeah. We'll say... So, Xanthas, I will allow you to bury the bodies. Bodies
Sweet.
have been buried.
You dig a hole in the ground. You bury the bones.
You put all 3 of them in one hole. Just sort of lay them on top of each other.
Or dig in a hole.
And I will cast. I use my last spell slot for level 2 to cast Flaming Sphere.
God bless. Done.
Okay, so my max HP now is now 20.
Okay. So there you go.
What
That was a
else?
good session. It was a short one, but, you know, you had to get
Enjoyable
the
and fun.
out of the way. Now you know where the Red Brand hideout.
So is this our post D&D like?
Oh no! Hold on. Right before we end, Sildar comes back and he starts running. He starts running towards you, and he starts panting. He says, "I've been looking for you all over town. Where were you?" Then he looks around, and at this point, you haven't. Xanthas hasn't put all the bodies into the hole, so he has one body over his shoulder. He turns to look at him, and then there's blood everywhere, and then courtroom scene. Sildar says, "What the hell is going on here? What did I miss?"
Duck's will was
A lot. We'll explain later. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
The end. So yeah, now we're done.
So we just
Their goose was cooked.
I just want to make sure. Nice. I just want to make sure that the recording is still going. Yep.
okay, cool.
God bless.
the recording nose of Duck.
Yeah. Ow. Oh boy.
Yes, I know what I'm doing, Bobby.
So yeah,
No, I asked. I believe you.
so yeah, is this the part where we start talking for the next like 5 hours?
Yeah.
No, this is the part where I dip. Goodbye.
Oh, really?
Well,
Wait,
Yeah.
Wait, Costa,
this is-
Costa, quick question.
What?
How come you didn't show up to Anime NYC on Sunday?
I have to watch my dog.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I was
God
forced
bless.
to do that. Yeah.
What do you do? Like, wait, this is fun.
Tell Atlas I say hi, and tell Patches I say hi.
Patches is asleep right now.
Tomorrow.
Alright,
Okay.
he's dead.
Oh.
So how have you all been?
Oh, you know. I'm alright.
Actually, now the session's over. I'll be back. Just give me like a minute.
Understood.
Your time starts now.
Your time. Yeah.
What you end up, so Bobby, what did you end up
Fucking-
doing last weekend?
I started doing captureless runs of Super Mario Odyssey.
Nice.
Yeah.
You already know what I did. I went to a con.
Yep.
Dude, I was like, dude, I'm not gonna lie, like I somehow went full circle. Like on Saturday, I was like, Costa and Emily and Mariah can attest this. I was kind of like, I was somehow a big deal on Saturday.
Yeah, Costa told me. You were taking a lot of pictures, man.
Dude, it was fucking weird.
I can feel that. I mean, I'd be fucking that.
Also,
I've
I'm sorry,
never...
I don't want to interrupt you, but I really have to use the bathroom, so I'll be right back.
Yeah, go for it.
Go have fun.
And then there were 2.
This is true.
Hey,
How are you doing, Bobby?
Wait, we're actually being recorded. So technically there's like 2 plus anyone in the future.
Is this 2.5 men?
Dude. What does that title even mean? Who is the half man in that show?
Well, at this point, it's the bot. In the show,
Right,
it's
it's
the
the boy.
boy. Because he's not fully a man yet. He's only
yeah!
halfway there.
That actually
the
makes a lot of
joke.
sense.
That's the joke.
It's a pretty terrible joke.
It is a terrible joke.
It's not
But
really funny.
Charlie Sheen was in the show. That's the point.
He's
There's
been in a
Charlie
lot of
Sheen
shit.
and the other guy.
What's the other guy's name? Has he been in anything else?
I have no idea to questions.
Charlie Sheen is like... He's like a god, right? He's like...
He was
wasn't
under
like-
house arrest at one
Yeah, he
point.
was! He was on drugs, like, all the time.
Which, quite frankly, does not stop you from taking drugs. It just forces you to take drugs in your house.
In your home, yeah.
Which is kind of easy.
That's like the best place to take drugs, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
you're safe. You don't have to worry about how you're getting home because you're already there.
Because you're right there,
Yeah.
exactly. Dude.
Just fucking go.
Yeah, dude.
And then you can have house parties. Just bring people over.
If
You don't
I
gotta
was
go
ever,
outside. Just bring people to you.
I've like never like I've had a single glass of scotch. That is my extent of drugs.
I don't think you understand. Basically, the story that Chris was telling you when he came back. Hello, Siobhan.
Hi, Siobhan.
When he came back on Saturday, me and both of my brothers were playing Persona, and every time anyone said "for real," we took a Jello shot.
Oh, good God!
Now, Chris, the mystical bastard that he is, needs a ride home from the train.
Ooh.
So he calls me, and I'm like, "Well, fuck it."
Yeah.
So I go over, I pick him up.
Okay, just know that I was talking to him prior to this, like on Skype, when Chris gave him the call, and I was like, Tony, don't.
Okay, Siobhan, you were being the responsible adult, and I appreciate that.
Listen, I'm not responsible when I'm drunk, but I'm responsible when other people are.
Well, it's still really fucked up, but alright.
So I picked him up, and I was perfectly okay, like, operating the vehicle. It wasn't bad, but I had gotten all the way over there, right? He was going on about, like, everything that he was doing. He was like, "Oh, so how are you?" "Well, I'm 7 shots in." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Well, you told me to come get you."
Oh, God.
I got
Jesus. You know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I would be so mad if I was him. I would be fucking pissed.
I don't blame him. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm mad.
Why? What's wrong?
No, I'm still mad at Tony for that.
Oh, yeah, I would be.
Well, she's mad at me in general, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Right. You just seem like...
That's fine. I'm mad at you, too.
That's fucked up.
Why?
Come on, guys.
Because, like, fucking coral blue number 7.
Nice. I'm glad you got to work that in.
No, he's working into more than you think.
Oh, I'm sorry?
She was trying on lipstick earlier. And one of them was that shade.
Did it work?
On her, yes. Very well.
Listen, I'm changing his mind about many lipsticks, and it's fucking hilarious.
It's concerning, actually. Like super concerning. Like, get a doctor, get a scientist, get a professional with a degree. I don't know what's going on.
Tony, are you okay?
I don't think...
Clinically, no.
Oh, well, I mean, who is?
It's a nice one, too. It's the toothpaste. Melted matte. Nice.
Yeah, I'm like dying of chronic back pain.
Are you?
Yeah, I am. And I tried to get an X-ray today. And I went to the place, right?
And
I went there and I signed in. Said, "Hey, my name's Robert Bowen." Said, "Okay, well, have a seat." And I said, "Okay, cool." And I sat down, waited there for like half an hour. Okay. They called my name, said, "Robert." I was like, "Yeah, okay." Walk up to the desk, say, "Do you have identification?" I was like, "Yep." Gave him my ID, scanned it. Like, "Okay, cool. Do you have a prescription note from your doctor?" I was like, "Yep." Gave him that. Cool. Scans it. He's like, "Do you have an insurance card?" And I was like, "Yep, got that." Gave it to him, scanned it. Okay, cool. Then he was like, "When's your birthday?" And I said, "Yeah, November 30th, 1999. And he says, "What? So that makes you 17? I was like, "Yep, till next week." And he was like, "Oh, are you here with anyone? Is it just you?" I'm like, "No, it's just me." He says, "Oh, yeah, we can't give X-rays if you're not 18.
Yeah, that's most places, Bobby.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that, and it's bullshit, and it makes no sense that I can't get an X-ray until next week. But next week I walk in, they're like, "Oh, okay, cool. Let me just fucking strap you down." God, I hate it.
Yeah, welcome to
the medical world.
Listen, the healthcare system fucks you up, and it's going to destroy your life and your family.
Whoa. What? Why? That does not follow from what I'm talking about. This was slightly inconvenienced. I just wasted 30 minutes. No. It wasn't even that bad. I got to go to McDonald's afterwards because it was close. I mean, what the hell, man?
It starts as an inconvenience, then it fucks up your world.
Casual.
Jesus Christ.
But, no, listen. I have my reason because little inconveniences
I know your reason. I'm aware of this. And it's actually kind of the same reason my dad died. So I feel you on that. But in this particular case, I was just trying to get an X-ray, man.
Which was then
Why do you need the
with
X-ray? I
McDonald's.
didn't
Oh,
hear that part
yeah.
of the story.
I have chronic back pain, and I might have a...
Scoliosis?
No. I don't, thankfully. So that's good, but I might have a compound fracture on my spine.
How? You don't
Gravity.
do exercise.
Wow, okay, that's cool.
I'm being real, because none of us do.
Yeah, no, but I do.
Sometimes.
Actually.
Oh, you do?
I run for an hour every day at Astoria Park.
Bobby, what the fuck?
Because it's very healthy, and I have a terrible diet, so I do that to balance out the calories.
Is that where you blew the guy that you thought was me?
Yes! I made that up. But that is technically, yeah,
That's
that
the
was my
story,
three.
Kurt.
That was the point in my life where I would do those runs at 3 a.m. So thank God that's over, right?
Now we bumped it up to 6 a.m.
Yeah, I might have a compound fracture because of gravity.
That makes sense, because you're tall.
Because I'm tall. That's what I said. That's what the doctor said, and I was like, oh, that's...
So what does compound fracture actually mean?
It's like, I actually haven't looked it up.
I believe compound fracture, it's just a fracture caused by pressure and stress concentrated on an area. That being your
gotcha.
spine because you're tight.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, actually. I just Googled it. I actually Googled compound fraction because I'm an idiot. And that is also a real thing. Holy shit.
And you also got the exact right answer, which is slightly concerning.
That is concerning.
I think you all forget that before I was an art student, I was a science student, and I studied medical fields really intensely. And also my family is very tall.
Biology. You told me that.
Oh no, I said fuck that. I'm going for theater now.
No, that's the correct answer.
Also, you're a smart cookie.
Also, I didn't know that men grew to be less than 6 foot until I was 12.
Are you serious?
My dad and all his friends were over 6'2".
If you knew me back then, you would have had a hell of a surprise.
Yeah, no, I didn't realize. I thought that every short kid had a growth spurt, because I was also always the tallest kid in the class until middle school. And so I was really confused when I was like, they're just gonna hit a growth spurt like I did, and then they'll get even taller than me. So when I hit middle, I'm like, oh, well, why? I thought old men who were shorter just shrunk with age, because that's a thing that happens.
I'm back.
That does happen.
And what the hell did I walk in on?
We're talking about height.
Me explaining how I didn't know that men grew to be shorter than 6 foot.
So, Siobhan, you're 5'11", or are you 6 even?
Huh? I'm sorry, I never made a comment.
Are you 5'11", or are you 6 even?
Who?
You.
I'm only 5'10".
Oh, really?
I'm
fucking terrible at judging height.
No, I'm only 5'9", 5'10".
Really? I had no idea. Well, whatever. Yeah,
You're 6 something.
I'm 6'3.5".
Okay, you should be able to tell when I'm 6 inches shorter than you.
Dude, this is true. Tall people are terrible at telling height.
And then there's me,
way
sitting all the way down at 5'3".
I mean, hey,
height doesn't matter.
Just said she was 5'3".
Tony.
To be fair, no, don't need to be better. Quite frankly, I'm happy down here. It has easy access to areas I need to be.
That's right, you
does, and you don't get fucked by gravity.
It always works.
Take an
So you don't
X-ray.
get, well, Bobby, might I say, you might not, you have it bad, but you don't have it as bad as some people. That's bullshit, I know, but be happy about that.
No, I know. Oh, I'm very aware of that.
No.
But my back really hurts, man.
I'm sorry, man.
Thanks, dude. My family, my dad's family, super liberal. And they have they're super oh man, fucking hate racism, right? Pisses me off that people are still sexist. But they are super prejudiced against short people. 100%.
We deserve it.
Family.
We deserve it.
It's actually kind of disturbing because there's one person in my extended family who is short, and it's my uncle's wife. Everyone else is above 6 feet, including my aunts and all of my other uncles' wives.
Man, family gatherings would be fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you guys. That's the same. My family. My mom didn't trust Tony when we met him because he was so short.
You told me that?
Yeah, I remember.
And I still have trouble believing it.
No, it's real. And then it was even the fact that my older cousin, Tony, you met him, Porik, who is 6'5". He saw Tony, met him at graduation. He didn't trust him because he thought he actually acted too much like a leprechaun and he was too weird for a normal human being. Then he saw him a second time and was like, oh, he's just like this. Okay, he's fine.
Alright, well...
And then they also think that they also all thought that Paul was a serial killer, so...
Bobby, you know how I could take down literally your entire family in one foul swoop then? Literally just a door that is a little too short.
You know what?
That was
not
a real
wrong.
issue for my family.
Tony, I hate to do this to you, but you seem to have forgotten that ducking exists. But to be fair, so does jumping. So, you know what? At the end of the day, we're all the same height.
I mean,
Fair.
You want to feel tall, come with me to Ireland. Let's go to Ireland, everybody, because I went in one of the castles and I was taller than all of the doors.
That's bad.
Can we go to Ireland in general, though?
Yeah. Can we go, like, now? I'll get my bike.
I mean, I'm down. Bobby, I know a club that you could get into.
No, I don't believe it.
No, they allow 17-year-olds in.
Holy
Not
shit.
18, 17.
That is,
Oh yeah, speaking of age, by the way, question.
Yeah.
You all have seen me both with and without facial hair.
Yes.
Correct.
When I don't have facial hair, how old do I look?
You look like
15, 14.
15. I was gonna say 15.
Okay, so here's what's one person thought of my age, like, older than 22.
Wow.
It's your height.
I think it might be your height.
Like,
I know.
This was during Anime NYC.
Oh, it's probably your costume.
No, like, keep in mind, like, I had the shave for the costume and everything.
I actually argue that Chris in the costume looks younger than he does outside of it.
He does.
But it's because it puts in context.
But yeah,
Oh, no. I would argue against that only because the armor adds, the armor adds,
Shoulder.
like, shoulder width.
Yeah.
Shoulder width.
We got
Also-
Chris,
also, speaking
Bobby, and Siobhan.
What?
My dad's
Yeah,
in
that's
company.
our names.
What's up, guys?
Hi!
How you doing?
Hey!
They say hi.
We do say hi.
But yeah, also,
That's me, this motherfucking dad in the world.
funny story, actually, somehow...
I'm the Notorious D.
Wait, what?
D, daddy.
You know,
I'll
wait.
wait. Dad.
No, look.
Alright. Alright, that's good.
I'll wait before telling my tale.
Yeah, do it.
I've been riding my way through life.
Also, I'm screenshotting.
So,
You killed
remember
I killed
how...
Tupac because he wasn't white.
Okay. That's one way of handling that.
So
Understood.
Remember how I said a lot of people took pictures of me on Saturday?
Yeah.
So, Christian knows a guy on campus, like, at the college he goes to, and they play Fire Emblem Heroes sometimes.
Yeah.
And this guy did not know that Christian made my armor.
I'm gonna give you space.
Really?
And he was like, hey, check out this picture my buddy found on Instagram.
Oh,
And it was me.
nice.
You're gonna get famous for this.
That is kind of incredible, actually.
Actually, no, like, I don't think you understand, like, what happened on Saturday. Tony understands, because I explained the full story to him.
I was there.
No, I don't understand.
Okay. Should I explain the full thing, Tony? Should I?
Sure, go ahead. Tell your tale.
It is yours to tell.
A cosplayer hit on me.
Oh, yeah! I heard about
You
this.
son of a bitch.
Wait, what?
I only
heard
heard
about
a
it because
fragment.
when I went to go pick you up, I had just gotten off call with her.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
I heard a fragment of the story, not the full thing, and I want the full thing.
Okay, wait, I'll wait for Bobby to come back.
Yes. Until then. I
okay.
didn't realize people were shorter, like, grew to be shorter than 6 foot. I didn't know that was a thing with guys.
It happens.
It was fun finding that out. And then becoming 5'10". Other than that, how have you guys been?
So what's all this about the cosplaying and the hitting and the on and the
Been
you?
pretty good.
Okay, so when I tell you this story, let me just preface this with the circumstances of what happened were such a specific and almost too perfect selection of things.
It was one of those right time, right place.
No, it was one of those things that I doubt anyone that we know will ever be able to recreate.
What happened?
Okay, so I went as Alm, like I did at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Now, I was apparently the only Alm at Anime NYC.
Oh.
So much so that apparently rumors were spreading around the con of my existence.
Oh my god.
To the point where people were actually trying to track me down.
Are you serious?
Now, one of these people was a Celica cosplayer.
Aha.
Now, in Fire Emblem, those two get married. Those are, like, an actual, like, canon couple.
Uh-huh.
Now, towards the end of the con, like, about, like, 3 or so, like, hours before it ended, me, Costa, Emily, and Mariah walking, like, to Artist Alley.
Uh-huh.
And I was, like, just fucking bombarded with, like, these 2 or 3 people, like, tell me stop, we need, like, to, like, someone's, like, their friend was dying, like, they needed to get a picture of me.
Uh-huh.
And she wasn't there, so I had to wait. And lo and behold, it was the Celica cosplayer.
Gotcha.
Now, wait, what was that?
What, did you say something, Siobhan?
I ship it.
Oh.
I already shipped it.
You don't have to. It's canon.
Anyway. So, we, like, we take our pictures and all that crap, and we start talking for a bit.
Yeah.
Now, a bit. I'm getting to that. Now, first, let me preface some things. I was apparently taking a very long time. Like, I quote-unquote abandoned my group of friends.
Nice.
For
Wow.
Soon
2
as
hours. Pretty face shows up, you leave.
No. Let me preface. I was gone for 2 hours.
Oh, wow. Impressive.
Now,
I got lost in the chat. It's fine.
Now, there were several... now, you know I'm not a person with the biggest, like, self-confidence.
Correct.
So when I say that there were tells that I found out that this person was into me, I am not making this up.
Oh, I feel you, man. Holy shit.
The first tell was after talking a while. We tried going back to her group of friends, because keep in mind, my bag was by her group of friends, so I would need to go back over there to get my bag.
Okay.
Her friends kept pushing her back, and saying, okay, go back to your flirting.
Wow.
Tell 2. Okay, so... preface this. Guess how old she was?
20.
19.
22.
Gotcha.
Damn!
So she thought you were 22.
She thought I was older than 22.
Oh.
Because surprisingly, my age came into the conversation.
Oh.
I was 18.
That's a telltale.
She said, and
That's
I quote... No. Let me continue. She said, and I quote, I usually date older guys, and then got super flustered and started, like...
Wow.
Now,
that's weird. That's a weird thing to say.
That's a tell.
No, but like after she said that, she started like falling over. So it was kind of cute, to be honest.
Aww.
Chris, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna pause your story. This story doesn't end with you getting her number. I'm going to strangle you.
Can I continue?
Of course.
Now, if that wasn't like... that was like a fighting game like parry, like, that I had there. Now, there's a big difference between the fighting game parry tell that I had and the Metal Gear Solid blazing alarms going off. Is when she said, and I quote, like, we were at one point, the topic of Netflix came up. Do I need to continue?
Hold on one second. I want to hear this, but I gotta go do something.
Oh, we'll wait for Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby!
So yeah, how you enjoying the story?
This is wonderful.
Now you understand why I went to go pick this kid up.
I am proud of you. Like, so far.
So far.
Like, I usually like to believe that I roll all real-life charisma checks with disadvantage.
And this one just said, nope, here.
No, imagine disadvantage, but you roll nat 20s for...
That's what I just said.
Yeah, hold on, I'll wait for Bobby to come back, but I can continue. So Siobhan, how was your weekend?
My weekend was not terrible. I mean, I did jack shit except in D&D. I've made my first official like big ass dungeon for my group, the one that I run.
Yeah, I heard Tony helped with that.
Yeah, they did not finish it whatsoever. And like, I went extra. I made a scroll for them to like find that would help aid them on their quest, and they didn't get up to that. And they're also all nearly dead, and they still have to do the boss battle. I'm giving them one chance to heal. I mean.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh no, it's great, because they hate me just a little bit, mainly because I give them a lot of useless things. Like, many useless NPCs that they don't like, and I'm like, well, they're there, and you can't stop it.
Listen, you're evil when you have to be.
Yeah. I kind of am, but it's fine.
But at least you're nice when you have to be.
No, it's like, I go...
You know, at least you're nice. Let me rephrase it. At least you're nice to us.
Yeah, I like you guys. I don't really know these kids too well.
You like us and our stories.
Yet I'm already a therapist to like 2 of them.
Wow.
Seriously?
Yeah, what is it? Aside from literally the 2 whose girlfriends have broken up with them in the past, like, 2 months.
God damn.
They both turned to me very sad.
Oh.
And one of them I'm helping get through it. He's taking it decently well. The other one seems like he's over it, but I don't... He can move on. If he would like to, he could move on.
How do you mean? He could, and he's not, or he could...
Oh, and Bobby's gone.
Oh, no.
Bobby, no!
So, while we're waiting for Bobby to go back, do you want to hear what was apparently going on from our group of friends' perspective while he was gone?
Sure.
Okay, so Costa bought a prop hammer thing from which he put on his Snapchat. So
I think I saw that. I'm not sure.
Okay, Emily and especially Mariah were extremely jealous of my luck.
Honestly, no, I could definitely see them being jealous.
No, but Mariah especially, the next day, leading into Sunday, she was like, "Please God, can I get some of that luck?"
Yeah, no, that's basically her ideal way to meet her soulmate. At Comic-Con in cosplay. It's either that or at a concert.
But yeah, that was their perspective. Also, if I'm wait.
I wish I could have come down. I wish I could have gone.
Question: what day are you actually coming in?
For this weekend?
Yeah.
Tomorrow at 7. I'm leaving here at 7 a.m. I'll be there at 11 p.m. Or wait, what? No. I'm leaving here 7 p.m. I'll be in New York by 11 p.m. and then I'm gonna be there till Saturday afternoon.
Okay. I'm going to make it a goddamn mission to make sure I don't leave New York without seeing.
We're gonna make this work. Shit.
Even if I don't have my car.
We'll make it work. I'll find a way, because I know Thursday is the only day that I really have shit to do, that being,
it's Thanksgiving.
It's Thanksgiving. I'm not doing much with my family. I'm actually going most of the day to surprise my friend.
Oh, hey, bonus part of the story real quick.
Yes.
I actually skipped a family gathering to go to Anime NYC.
God bless. I just don't have enough money to come down all the time, and I don't have...
Yeah, I get you.
I don't have my car, and I don't have a job. I don't have a lot of things.
Listen, eventually my parents are going to be like, okay, you can finally cross state line by yourself.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is, I can have my car, but here's the thing, I don't have the money for gas, first of all, and then to have a parking pass is like $200. So that is going to be a pain. And
yeah, I can understand.
And I need to find a job up here. I'll admit it. I need a job. For fuck's sake, I might, when winter break comes around, I might have to go back to waitressing, which gave me panic attacks before during and after my shifts.
Oh, you poor child.
Yeah, I mean, I would make $200 a weekend. So it's good money, and I'll have easily like $500 by the end of the month.
That's actually slightly more than what I made when I still had my job.
No, that was all tips. I only got paid like I literally only got paid like $30 for an 8-hour shift.
I know, but like if you're counting the tips and everything.
Oh yeah. Can I just go back to St. Patrick's Day? No, because that was one of my training days. I don't think you guys understand. That was I had started my job about 3 weeks prior to that. So I had maybe 6 shifts of experience and like, oh, here's St. Patrick's Day in a pub.
You know, I just realized, do you think Bobby's internet killed itself again and that's what happened?
Yeah.
How is the internet killing himself if the bot's still there? Is that not being controlled by him?
No.
I don't know, but it does say the bot is away.
No, I know that it's not.
So should I just continue the story without him? He beat
if you want, because I'll listen to it again, probably. I love stories.
Hey, Tony, can you flip a coin for me?
Heads or tails?
Just flip it.
I'm calling tails.
Okay. What do you guess?
Tell the story. Tails.
Oh wait, so... Okay, so I'll continue the story, alright.
Wait, did I get it?
Tony?
What are you...
See, here's the thing. I'm used to, just being able to nod. I was nodding.
Tony, for God's sakes.
It was tails, yes.
You know, funny story, I was actually going to, I was going to say heads was what I was gonna continue. So regardless, I guess we'll do going. Since you called tails.
Fine.
Anyway. So, you ready for, like, the big, like... I already explained that, like, Netflix was brought up to this.
Yes, Netflix, and I'm assuming chill as well.
The chill was implied.
The chill was implied. I fucking love that phrase. Continue.
No, but, like, I don't think I need to explain the implications of that part of the conversation was.
Please tell me you went along with it. Please tell me.
Oh no, I was all for it. Like, surprisingly, me being younger meant nothing to her.
I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't always. It's just a spur of the moment. Oh, and then if they like you enough, it'll really keep going.
And also, do you want like a picture for like reference sake?
No, I saw it on Twitter and shit.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I forgot I put that picture up.
Yeah, I actually retweeted it because I'm like, I'm making sure his cosplay is seen. God damn it.
Wait, I thought you retweeted the initial D one.
I retweeted multiple things. I don't know. You think I pay attention?
Let me check, actually. No one retweeted the one with Celica. But yeah, anyway. So, things are going great.
Nice.
And I did get her number. And her actual name.
Bobby left right before
so yeah.
Please tell me.
What her actual name is?
Oh, no.
Like,
did you contact her? Did you Netflix and chill? I'm like, bruh.
All in due time, Siobhan. All in due time.
Okay,
fine.
So, like, she actually had, like, she was part of the, do you know there was, like, a masquerade contest thing with, like, cosplaying group? And she was a part of that. I was sadly unable to go to that.
Oh.
But, like, because I rejoined, like, our group of friends. After that, alright? After, like, getting a number, all that crap.
Alright.
And immediately, like, right after I leave, she starts texting me.
Ooh.
Literally. And I have the stuff, I have, like, the text chain right up here, just so I can, like, refresh my memory of how the conversation went.
Or read it word for word.
I'm not gonna read it word for word.
Aw.
But yeah, what happened is immediately after I left, her friend started giving her shit because I'm younger than her.
Aw, why?
I don't know. like they were like one of them was referring to her as a crib snatcher.
Okay, you're only 4 years, first of all.
Okay, but also for sake, she has a youngest cousin that goes to St. John's University, and that youngest cousin is older than me.
Alright. Cool. Honestly, no, that doesn't matter at this point, no.
I know, but anyway, like, that didn't really stop much. Like, the conversation just kept going.
Yeah.
And we talked until 1 in the morning.
Aww.
And keep in mind, like, I'm also, while, like, this text conversation was going on, the entire ride back, I was just getting shit.
From everybody. Both of you just got shit from your friends.
No.
Okay.
Okay, you start.
Okay, wait.
Sorry, I had to put some demons back into the portal.
Alright,
Hell.
let me rewind the story then, Bobby. What was the last thing I said?
The last thing you said was age. Age.
Okay, so yeah, if that was the fighting game Harry Tell, the part where she literally like straight up suggested that we go to like event like not that's like that day or the next day, just in general. Like
was
eventually,
the Metal Gear?
I was invited to her house.
What?
Like,
oh my god.
Now keep in mind this did not have like a set date or anything like that. It was just a general.
Holy shit. Did you get her number?
I did get her number and her actual name.
My boy has achieved godhood.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Well, no, come on. Like, the story is not entirely done yet.
Okay.
Because it has some twists, and potentially not even a true conclusive ending yet.
Oh, fuck. Well, hit me up. What's that twist?
Alright, so, to catch you up, because I was actually going into the story a little bit more, like, while you were gone.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Hey, we decided on a coin flip.
It's acceptable. I have to take care of the demons. I get it. I can't hold you up for that.
So we had to leave. Like, we had to go our separate ways for Saturday.
Of course.
After 2 hours.
Right.
And I reconvened back with the group, like the regular group.
Yep.
Emily, Costa.
Yep.
Now Costa's like, good job, man.
Oh man.
Raya and Emily, fucking like jealous.
Nice.
Like actually, like legitimately mad at how lucky I was.
All right, that's kind of fucked up.
No, but like in a joking way.
All right, I get it.
Like they gave me shit. Like they gave me.
Said
shit
legitimately though. All right, whatever. Continue.
Legitimately, jokingly.
Anyway, the entire ride back, I'm like juggling between like getting shit from them and texting her.
Oh my god, Chris! Holy fucking shit! You're a Chad.
And I have the text open just to remember, like conversation went. Literally the first thing she texted me, like this text came like immediately after I came back like to the group.
Okay.
Her friends were giving shit because I'm younger than her.
Okay, well,
like
that is unsurprising.
Like they refer to her as a crib snatcher.
Okay, that's a little fucked up. Okay, got it.
But anyway, like she doesn't really care. She didn't really care.
Well, of course she doesn't.
But anyway, we talked for a while, and the conversation just goes and goes till 1 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then comes Sunday. Now Sunday's not as like happy of a tale.
Oh.
Because I was only able to see her for like a couple minutes.
Alright.
Despite the fact that we said we were going to meet up. And like immediately as I'm talking to her, I can feel like the death stare. Or like the shit stare coming from like one of her friends who's with her.
Oh god, okay.
And
that's fucked up.
I believe I got cock-blocked.
Really?
God damn.
Because like after like she like I told you, us talking was only for like a couple minutes on Sunday.
Yeah.
And later on in the day, I was like, with a little encouragement from Emily, because I was Not free. I don't know what the hell I was feeling.
Right.
Confused. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I decided to text her like, "Hey, do you want me to meet up at all?" To this day, it has been 2 days.
Right.
The text is still gone unread.
Ooh. That's really depressing. Whoa! Is that the end of the story?
As of right now.
Fuck. Well,
we will wait for an update.
Tony told me to give it 3 days.
That's what I would.
Yeah, no.
Holy
3
shit!
days.
Tony is a mind reader. 3 days. That's there you go.
No, that's a rule of thumb for that shit.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, I mean, rule of thumb, and it would give the opportunity for Thanksgiving to pass. So
Right, that's true.
No, it wouldn't.
it would have been either the day after or the day of Thanksgiving. People would have been off for shit, so she would have been free.
At this moment, it will be before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
At this moment,
tomorrow will be day 3.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh.
Third day.
Oh, I thought the text was recent.
No,
Never
the text was on Sunday.
Sunday? Okay, well, never mind. So, look, I'm gonna level with you. That gives me hope in life, because that is what you have done. You've achieved more than I've ever achieved, than I've dreamt possible. I've already set up plans for me to, I've decided that I'm going to live and die as a single man, which is, I've accepted it.
Listen, Bobby, I thought that too, and then Saturday happened.
See, but that's the thing. That's why I'm saying this gives me hope. It can happen. It could happen to me. Probably won't, but it could.
It could.
I was hit on one time in my entire life by a random woman who was 28 in a business suit walking down the street. This was a year ago, and I was walking home from school in my SJP school uniform.
That's weird.
She winks at me, and then she turns her body to me. But we keep walking, and then I give her a slight smirk, and that's it. Never saw her.
Oh, she definitely was checking you out, but that's creepy.
Yep. That was the one time. That was it.
It gets better.
Listen, Bobby. Listen. Things will happen when you least expect them.
Yeah, that's very accurate.
I'm glad that Chris is the one saying this now.
Me too.
It shows that we've certainly turned a card.
Yeah, we've progressed.
Chris has leveled up.
Even if nothing comes out of what happened to me on Saturday, over the weekend,
it's still a try.
You can say you had the experience.
No, I can say for once in my entire life, I had honest to God, genuine charisma.
Holy shit!
You had advantage on charisma rolls for some reason.
Let me understand. Let me try to really emphasize what happened there. Had it not been a public area, the pants would have already been off.
Holy shit, dude!
I approve.
That's not a
harder
joke.
than I should.
I approve 100 exactly as hard as I should, which is 100%. Oh, wow. So, you know what?
Which in its own way makes the entire, friends not liking me even more, evil to me.
Yeah,
what?
Evil. I don't know, man. I mean, fucking, I hate humans.
I have never felt so genuinely denied.
It's alright. The story's not over.
You have never felt that cock-blocked.
Well, I've never been cock-blocked before.
Right, yeah. Shit, dude.
Tony,
do you have anything to add?
No. Let me add something that because I was talking to some of my other friends Saturday night. Now you don't know any of these friends of mine, but I was showing Tony this. As I was telling the story, they legit turned my story into an inspirational poster.
You can too.
You have some great friends.
That's awesome.
Aside from us.
No, including us. I respect our self-esteem.
Listen, if I didn't think you guys were great...
No, we're included, but just they're also there.
I wouldn't have told this story if I didn't think you guys were great.
Oh, you're great too, buddy. And it's also
Listen,
impressive.
Chris, you're fucking amazing, alright?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. We're all amazing. Except for, except for Costa.
Listen, I was in such a good... I didn't even let driving get in the way.
Dude, you're a god.
I was trying to keep that quiet because I don't want my parents to wake up and hear that.
I feel that.
Wait, what?
I'm dead.
What happened when you picked me up?
Oh, right. I mean, it's not like their opinion would change much.
It's true.
No, but like, I don't want to have to be banned from your car.
How's that going, by the way?
What do you mean?
Well,
your whole, like...
House arrest thing.
Yeah, that.
Okay, so if all goes well, I should be back to my normal self by the end of Thanksgiving.
Really?
The end of Thanksgiving break.
That's reasonable.
Wait, what happened? What changed?
Well, I guess the fact that I'm doing well in literally every other...
It got through to him?
I guess that kind of just pure, like, maybe this was just a one thing.
Which it was, clearly.
Yeah.
So, alright, fair enough. I actually... Look, I'm gonna tell you this. I didn't even know you could do this. Guys, did you know that you can withdraw from classes?
Yeah.
That's what I did.
It has to be within the first 2 weeks of school. Well,
It does?
It has to be within a time.
Otherwise, it's considered dropping that class, which goes down in your transcript.
Wait, what do you mean?
No, it depends on the school.
Yeah, Tony, it's not the first 2 weeks. It depends on the school.
Yeah. No, it goes down... Well, the thing is, it goes down on your transcript either way.
Because Tony, I didn't drop the class. I withdrew.
Yeah, so it'll go on your transcript as WD. And, like, I was taught... Well, see, here's the thing. I'm doing terrible in one class, because I hate the teacher and he's a piece of shit, and I hate everything about the class. It's boring, and I hate it. So I go to my academic advisor fucking yesterday. I'm like, hey, buddy, how do I get into an actual college? And he was like, well, first step is you got to get a good GPA, because your high school transcript is a fucking turd, and we don't want them to see it. Well, what's up?
Same.
Yeah, so I'm like, alright, cool, so I'm doing pretty well with that. 3 of my classes, I got a B average, so it's 3.0, that's good. He was like, alright, that's cool, but you were taking 4 classes this semester, right? What's up with that? I'm like, oh... Yeah, I hate that class. It's terrible. And then I start, bawling in the academic advisement center. Not really, but I was sad. And he was like, well, you just withdraw from the class. And I looked up at him and I'm like, really? He's like, yeah.
For real?
He's like, yeah, and then its grade won't go on your transcript. I mean, well, you won't get the credits, but... You only need 12 credits to qualify as a transfer student. I was like, well, fucking shit, why am I not doing that? And he said, I don't know, here's the paper. And I said, great. And I handed it in that day, and I'm never going to see the class ever again. And I'm
nice.
Oh my god.
So happy for you.
Oh my god.
I'm very happy for you.
It's blessed. The thing is, because I was thinking... before I went to FIT, I was like, well, who knows? Maybe I'll want to stay at FIT, right? Maybe I'll...
Just put on my dresser.
Maybe I'll, want to go here for 4 years to get a degree here. I've been there for, 6 weeks. I hate it. It's... Mostly the students, they're all pricks. Because they're all like, oh, I'm an art student.
Campus art students are the worst. That's why I'm happy I went to somewhere that's not really... It's not really... for art, this is a university, but all the students, I mean, of the art kids, I can't find a single asshole among them, actually, which is surprising.
That is impressive.
My
I
favorite...
cannot say the same.
Yeah, no, it's there's no one who's overly stuck up about their work, and no one who's like, oh, I'm better, I don't need this.
Right.
They're like, no, we're here to learn.
There has not been, I'll say this, at least there hasn't been, straight up bullying. I've never been, someone's pointed at me and said, look at this asshole. But every once in a while I get shoved. I get a shove. Because someone's carrying your precious fucking fabric to the goddamn 3D printing station, and they don't give a shit about some guy.
You get that, and I just get glares for being the goth girl. It's great.
Is that...
And I get people talking about me behind my back. It's fun.
But you're not... Alright, well,
I know.
Weird.
No, I'm serious. That's the actual reasoning.
That's fucking weird. Anyways,
my favorite thing is one of the guys in my D&D group, my like senior DM, the one who's teaching me.
Yeah.
Because you guys have all heard me say how much I hate the fucking sun because I'm pale.
Right.
So one time it was really sunny, and I looked up at the sun wearing my all black ensembles, and I'm just like, okay, can we turn the sun off? I'm gonna fucking fight it. It's too bright. He just looked at me. So are you an actual vampire or just really goth? And I don't think you know what goth is.
Yeah, that's not what that word means.
Yeah.
That is not.
No, I'm the resident goth girl now. It's fucking hilarious. Because I look suspicious to everybody.
Up and Bobby muted himself.
Bobby! Okay, I'm home. Oh no! Come back! Yeah, that's a fun thing. And then I'm also a teacher's pet, which also pisses some people off. I don't even mean to be.
Or do you get along with people?
No, because it's my sculpting class, and literally my teacher hands me something, and I will create anything I can in like the next hour. And he's like, oh, and he's actually said I'm his favorite. What are you doing, son? He doesn't entirely teach at the school. Like he's an artist. We were talking about it literally last class, and he looked at me and he said, "You are the most promising student I have in this class." And I was just like really touched.
Look, Tony's got a fish in his bag.
Wait.
They are confused as to what's going on.
Because I can only sort of hear half of it.
That's not even true.
You know what I know you can hear?
2 hours.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
He's gonna bite you.
I have a stuffed animal for fish that I won a call game, and my dad is now using it to. What do you even call this action?
The fish is gonna bite you.
He's trying to treat you like a 2-year-old.
Or like the dog.
They're like I'm being treated either like a 2-year-old, the
seconds, everything in the world is going to be replaced by an exact copy. So prepare for that. It just happened. Yep. Just happened. Yes. Very specific demoness. Yep, same. Let's keep it that way. Anyways, so, well, you know what? God bless you.